So it's all but confirmed at this point. It looks like The Witcher 3 is going to be headed to the Nintendo Switch. Now, the reason I said it's all but confirmed, because even though it's not officially confirmed, it looks like during E3 2019 we will be seeing an announcement of The Witcher 3 coming to the Nintendo Switch. The reason I say this is because if you look at CD Projekt Red, the company behind the Witcher series and The Witcher 3, they pretty much already kind of confirmed that this is coming to the Nintendo Switch. On Twitter, they keep asking gamers, do they want this to come to the Nintendo Switch? And also that the main character, I think Harold or Geralt, whatever his name is, I apologize if I got his name wrong, but either way, the main voice actor behind that main character of The Witcher 3 already kind of confirmed that this game is coming to the Nintendo Switch, so there's no way in hell this game is not coming to the Nintendo Switch. It definitely looks like at this point that Witcher 3 is going to be headed to the Nintendo Switch, and this is a really big and ambitious game, and this is one game from this current generation that absolutely looks beautiful and gorgeous, and this is one game that actually has holding up over the years. I think this game came out in 2015, but it still holds up, and it's one of the best looking games of this current generation. And if you played this game today, this game still looks like a current modern game. It still looks like it would have come out today. Overall, this game is a flat out fantastic game. Now, if you don't know anything about The Witcher 3 or The Witcher series is pretty much an open world RPG. That's pretty much how it is. And overall, I'm pretty excited for this game to be coming to the Nintendo Switch, because I never thought that this game would actually be coming to the Nintendo Switch. One thing I'm super curious about The Witcher 3 actually headed to the Nintendo Switch is the fact that I don't know how many sacrifices they're going to have to make when it comes to The Witcher 3 coming to the Nintendo Switch, because no matter what, they are going to have to do some sacrifices when it comes to performance, when it comes to frame rate, when it comes to resolution. They are going to have to do some witchery magic to get this thing to run on the Nintendo Switch, without a doubt. If you know anything about The Witcher 3 on the base Xbox One and PS4 models that came out in 2013, even the refresh Xbox One S and the PS4 Slim, then you guys know that that game actually has problems running, and I can't even confirm this even on PC. This is one of the most hardcore games to actually play on your PC when it comes to performance. It really does show you how much graphical power this game actually takes to actually run. So if you're on PC, you guys know you still need a fairly beefy gaming PC to actually run this game. When this game first came out in 2015, a lot of people couldn't even get this thing to run at the highest resolution with the highest graphics and the highest frame rate on this game, because this game was just too taxing for a lot of GPUs and a lot of CPUs back when this game came out in 2015. It really was one of the showcases for PC hardware or for the gaming industry as a whole, and I'm very, like I said, I'm very curious to see how many sacrifices CD Projekt Red will actually have to do to The Witcher 3 to get The Witcher 3 on the Nintendo Switch. It's actually funny as we speak right now. You guys know the Nintendo Switch has 30 million, 40 million units floating around in the wild at this point, and it's very, I'm very surprised that so many companies are willing to do whatever it takes to get their IP on the Nintendo Switch, even if that means they have to do a lot of sacrifices to their game, whether it's the frame rate, whether it's the resolution, or things like that. It's very interesting because, as you guys know, with the Wii U, a lot of people on the last gen Nintendo system said their game just flat out could not run on the Nintendo Wii U. And I actually remember the devs behind Project Cars racing game. I remember they flat out said their game could not work on the Nintendo Wii U, and they just did not put that game on the Wii U. But let's really be honest with ourselves. We know why the company behind Project Cars did not port Project Cars over to the Wii U. It wasn't because they couldn't port it to the Wii U. Of course, if there's a will, there's a way. And of course, if the Wii U had more sales numbers, without a doubt, if it had 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 million Wii U's floating out in the wild, no matter what, they would have found a way to actually port that game to the Wii U. So that's a load of crap to say that, oh, Project Cars is not going to run on the Wii U, and so many other developers backed out of the Wii U. It wasn't because the Wii U couldn't handle it. They would have found a way to water down all their games that work on the Wii U. It's just that if there's no money to be made, why put your games on a platform that's not selling well, and there's not a lot of users of that platform? So it all makes sense. So you can see now with the Nintendo Switch having so many units out in the wild, companies are pretty much willing to do whatever it takes to get their IP on the Nintendo Switch. And like I said, going back to The Witcher 3 really quickly, The Witcher 3 is definitely a really ambitious and a really big open world RPG, so it's going to be very interesting to see how many sacrifices this game is actually going to be made to be playing on the Nintendo Switch. But to be playing a game that's as big as The Witcher 3 on the Nintendo Switch is absolutely going to be mind-blowing. Even if this game only plays at 720p dock, or if it only plays on like 480p in handheld mode, and it only plays at like 25 to 30 frames per second, you have to take in consideration, like I said before earlier in this video, that at the time this game came out, it was a powerhouse for CPUs and GPUs, and even the base Xbox One and PS4 could not play this. And you guys know the Nintendo Switch definitely has less power than the base Xbox One and PS4, so of course there's going to be a lot of sacrifices made to this game. Honestly, I don't even know how they're going to get this on the Nintendo Switch. It almost feels like the Nintendo Switch isn't even capable of playing this game no matter what they do, but of course I'm pretty sure they're going to find some magic and do something to the game to where this game is going to play on the Nintendo Switch. Now of course when this game comes out on the Nintendo Switch, to be honest, of course this is going to be the worst version of The Witcher 3, and if you're a fan of The Witcher 3 or you want to see one of the best looking games this current generation, you're better off playing this on PC, PS4, or Xbox One. You pretty much have no business playing this on the Nintendo Switch, even if you love playing your games on the go. That's really the only reason why you would want to buy this game. If you want to have a big, meaty world like The Witcher 3 in the palm of your hands, that's pretty much going to be the only reason to buy this thing. If you're planning on playing The Witcher 3 on the TV, then there's pretty much going to be no reason to do that, since this is going to be the most inferior version of The Witcher 3. But to see Witcher 3 on the Nintendo Switch is actually mind-blowing in my opinion, and I'm just freaking... I don't even know how they're actually going to do this, but this is some pretty exciting news. Anyway, guys, this is Wayne from My Tech News, signing out.